Lesson 11. Law, Order, and Sequence. We live in a cosmos governed by laws existent by reason of the very being of the cosmos and the existence of the law. There is no blind chance nor arbitrary decree in the cosmos. There is no place or room for these, for law fills the whole field of cosmic activity. There is no disorder or inharmony. Everything is in balance. Chaos does not exist. From the law proceeds the 7 cosmic laws, which in turn are subdivided into 7, and these into 7, and so on. The septenary division, and the subdivision extending into the infinitesimal. But in large and in small, and both are alike, there is ever law and order, continuity and sequence, manifesting and in full operation. And over all is the law of laws, absolute, alone. As the mists of the morning disappear before the rays of the rising sun, so will the superstition, fables, and dogmas be dissipated by the knowledge of universal natural law and order. In a universal governed by eternal laws and cosmic order, there is no place for the fates, the destinies, and arbitrary decrees of the fables, folklore, and legends, even though they be covered by the robes of philosophy or theology. Before the light of reason, these things must melt away. When the truth is seen, the half-truth disappears. Fate, predestination, and chance, threefold error, flee before the conception of law and order in the cosmos. Listen to the aphorism. Aphorism 17. Know ye that, under the law, the cosmos is governed by law. Each and every thing and all things proceed in orderly trend. In the cosmos there is no chance, no disorder, no inharmony. The 3 principles, substance, motion, and consciousness, are equally under the law. Those who teach otherwise are in error. This statement agrees with the report of the reason of the most advanced minds of the race, past and present. Every intelligent conception of the cosmos must of necessity include the conception of law. Without this inherent indwelling law, the cosmos would not exist. The cosmos would be chaos. The very origin of the term cosmos shows that the underlying thought in the minds of the ancient Greek philosophers who first used it. The word itself is derived from the archaic Greek word komeo, to take care of, and the early Greek philosophers used it first in the sense of order, and later in the broader sense of the world or universe, from its perfect order and arrangement as opposed to chaos. Its use as the world soul came later, and included the early conceptions. Its antithesis, the word chaos, has 2 meanings. 1. A yawning, empty space, and 2. Confusion, or a mass of matter in confusion without order or laws, a confused mixed mass without order or regularity. In both of these usages, chaos is absolutely opposite in meaning to chaos. When we postulate a cosmos without law and order, we are simply applying the term to what is really chaos, either a nothing or else an orderless universe. Order always implies the existence of law. The 2 are inseparable. There can be no such thing as a universe half cosmos and half chaos. Order and chaos are antithetical. Law and chance are antithetical. One annuls the other. They cannot exist at the same time. The 3 primary axioms of logic shows us this fact. Let us consider them for a moment. 1. The axiom of identity. The same quality or thing is always the same quality or thing, no matter how different the condition in which it occurs. 2. The axiom of contradiction. No thing can at the same time and place both be and not be. 3. The axiom of excluded middle. Everything must either be or not be. There is no other alternative or middle course. These are established axioms of logic. A leading authority, Professor Givon, says of them, students are seldom able to see at first their full meaning and importance. All arguments may be explained when these self-evident laws are granted, and it is not too much to say that the whole of logic will be plain to those who will constantly use these laws as the key. Therefore, we must either hold that the cosmos is under law and order, or else that it is not. And if it is not, then chance or arbitrary decree rule the universe, and the cosmos is but chaos. There is no alternative. There can be no half and half about the matter. Which is it? We need scarcely to assure the student that the highest modern scientific thought agrees perfectly with the teaching of the ancient occultist, to the effect that the cosmos is governed by law in every detail, and as a whole, and that there is universal order, balance, and harmony manifested through it. Not only is this so, but the ordinary human mind is able to discover the existence of law in the universe, in its every phase of manifestation. The rising of the sun, the flow of the tides, the law of gravitation, the mechanical laws, the natural law in all its phases show the existence of law in the cosmos. Science shows it that the entire universe is held together by the operation of law, that if the teeniest atom were released from the operation of law, the entire universe would be resolved into chaos. So interdependent are its parts, and so incompatible with universal law would be the slightest exception thereto. The laws of the universe can never be broken. If we come in contact with them and refuse to govern ourselves according, we suffer, but the law remains intact. We do not break the law of gravitation when we step over a precipice. We only prove its existence. If we could break the teeniest law of the cosmos would be chaos. And these cosmic laws are not the result of the arbitrary fiat or dictum of some being. They are inherent in the very nature of the cosmos. There never has been a moment in the existence of the cosmos in which twice 2 did not make 4. Never a moment in which a straight line was not the shortest distance between 2 given points. Never a moment in which the laws of mathematics, geometry, and logic were not as true as they are today. Cosmic laws were not made. They are inherent in the cosmos and inseparable from it. These cosmic laws arise from the reflected power of the law itself. They are superimposed upon the cosmos in the very nature of the cosmos. The aphorism continues, "Each and every thing and all things proceed in orderly trend." This is a statement of the law of orderly trend, one of the 7 cosmic laws. Orderly means in order, arranged or disposed in order, observant of order or method, not disorderly, keeping order, well regulated, free from disorder or confusion, characterized by good order, according to established order or method, and according to due order or method, duly, regularly, etc. Trend is a word derived from the old root meaning a circle, a ring, round, etc., and its present accepted meaning is to move around or about, to extend or lie in a particular direction, to run, to stretch, inclination in a particular direction, or strictly, to proceed in a particular direction. Its use in the arcane teaching implies a proceeding or moving forward, and also in the esoteric sense, cyclic progression. Thus the cosmos is held to trend in a orderly, regular, established manner, according to cosmic laws and under the law. Evolution is a manifestation of orderly trend and sequence. The aphorism continues, "In the cosmos there is no chance, no disorder, no harmony. We have seen that where law and order govern and rule, there can be no disorder, no inharmony. Harmony and balance maintain where law and order govern and control." We wish to add a few words regarding the subject of chance, owing to the popular misconception of the nature and meaning of this much-used word. Chance is generally held to be an accident, something happening without a cause, a supposed agent or mode of activity other than a force, law, or purpose. The word was derived from the Latin word cadentia, meaning the falling of the dice. An accident is something that happens suddenly or unexpectedly, but the word is generally used in the sense of something happening without due cause and out of the established order. The strict meaning of chance is without cause, and it is generally so used, but with the advancing knowledge of the universal prevalence of causality, chance in the original sense of the term is no longer regarded as existent, possible, or reasonable. The word is now employed in the scientific sense of the unknown or unforeseen cause or cause of an event. As Bentley says, chance is but a mere name and really nothing in itself, a conception of our minds and only a compendium way of speaking, whereby we would express that such effects as are commonly attributed to chance were verily produced by their true and proper causes. The highest modern philosophical thoughts agree with the arcane teaching that in the cosmos there is no chance. Where law and order reign, there can be no chance, no accidents, no happening, in the sense of without cause. Even the cast of the dice is now seen to be much the result of law and order and sequence, as is the motion of the sun, planets, and tides. Causality has been superseded by causality in philosophical thought. Aphorism 18. Know ye that each and every event, and all events, proceed in orderly and logical sequence. There is always a something before and a something after, which men mistakenly call cause and effect, but which in truth are but relative stages of the cosmic sequence. Aphorism 18 informs us regarding the law of sequence, another one of the 7 cosmic laws. It informs us that each and every event, and all events, proceed in orderly and logical sequence. This aphorism declares the principle of what modern philosophical thought is called the law of continuity, by which is meant that universal principle or law, by virtue of which there is ever maintained a relationship of precedent and subsequent cause and effect between all events, the idea being diametrically opposed to that which holds that events are independent and not related to other events. In the aphorism, the word orderly is used in a sense defined a little further back. The word logical is used in its general sense of agreeing with the natural reason, and therefore is employed by the aphorism in the sense of, in a manner which accepted by the human reason as natural, orderly according to law and reasonable, and which therefore must be reasonably expected were the preceding events known. The word sequence is used in the sense of a succession or following after in orderly arrangement and uniformity, a series of things following in a certain order of succession. The word itself springs from the Latin word sequens, meaning to follow, and the idea of following in regular order or procession constitutes the essential meaning of the term. The law of sequence causes all things to proceed in a continuous stream or procession of events. Continuous means unbroken, uninterrupted, connected with no intervening space. An event is a happening, something that occurs, the consequent or result of any action. Therefore, the law of sequence causes all happening, occurrence, or events to flow, proceed, and evolve from previous events, happenings, or occurrences, and likewise to result in subsequent events, happenings, or occurrences, which flow, proceed, and evolve from there. There is always a something before and a something after every event, happening, or occurrence. Every event has reasons, and is in itself one of the reasons for that which must follow after. Just as no link in a continuous chain can escape having a preceding and succeeding link, so no event can fail to have a precedent and subsequent event connected with and related to it. No event can be isolated from the cosmic chain of sequence, or the cosmic stream of events. No event and no thing can stand alone in the cosmos. Every thing and every event is interdependent from the very nature of the cosmos itself. Thus we see that there can be no such thing as chance or accidents in the cosmos. Nothing ever merely happens in the usual sense of the phrase. Everything, every event, every happening has its preceding cause, and from it will emerge the succeeding effects, all being links in the continuous chain of sequence. We recognize these things dimly in everyday life and call them the working of cause and effect. But the aphorism makes a distinction here and informs us that which men mistakenly call cause and effect, in truth, are but relative stages of the cosmic sequence. Let us proceed to a consideration of this truth. The statement of this aphorism apparently conflicts with the accepted philosophical and scientific conception of the law of causation, but the difference is largely a matter of expression, and the Arcane teaching is in full harmony with the advanced conception of causation, as interpreted by the highest authorities. The law of causation, as advanced by modern scientific thought, may be stated generally as the conception that everything is an effect of a precedent cause, and at the same time the cause of the effects which arise from it. Thus each thing is a link in an endless chain of cause and effect. Another way of stating this conception is that every event in time or thing in space has cause, and at the same time is the cause of succeeding effects in the shape of events in time or things in space. This conception of the beginningless and endless chain of cause and effect is seen to be very similar to the chain of sequence of the Arcane teaching. But here is the difference. The Arcane teaching does not hold that the chain of sequence is beginningless and endless. On the contrary, it holds that the cosmos emerged from the infinity of nothingness at the dawn of the cosmic day. Therefore, this particular cosmos had an actual beginning in time, and likewise it will have an ending in time, when it again is resolved into the infinity of nothingness. The law is held to be the only eternal, using the term in its absolute sense. The cosmic activities proceed according to law, order, and sequence. What you are today, what happens this moment, is the logical result of all that has gone before in the chain of sequence. What is not because of chance, but in accordance with law, sequence, and order. What will be tomorrow, a year hence, a million years hence, will be the logical result of all the things and events that are manifesting in this moment. There is no break in the chain. Everything and every event proceeds from what has gone before, and from everything and every event develop the seeds of future events and things. Everything and every event is a blossom, and contains within itself the seeds of future blossoms. Every event is but a stage in the whole event of the cosmos. Everything is but a part of the whole thing of the cosmos. The cosmos is the whole thing, striving, moving, thinking, and doing in myriads of forms and shapes and manifestation, acting in the countless series of events which together constitute the whole event. At any particular moment in the cosmic day, at this very moment that you read these lines, certain things are at certain places, under certain conditions, acting in a certain manner. Certain events are occurring under certain conditions. All this is the result of cosmic causes operating since the first glimmer of the cosmic dawn, and likewise at any imagined moment of the future, a year hence, a century hence, a million years hence. At any given moment there will be certain things in certain places, under certain conditions, acting in a certain manner. Certain events will be occurring under certain conditions, and this too will be the result of the cosmic causes operating from the beginning, operating and in existence in some stage of sequence today, this moment. All that is proceeds from all that has gone before, and from all that is will flow, proceed, and evolve, and all that shall be even unto the very ending. For these things and events are certain, not because of fate, destiny, or arbitrary decree, but because of the operation of fixed and certain natural laws, constant, invariable, and immutable. There is no fate, no chance, no accidents. Cause produces effect. Everything has its precedent and will have its subsequent. The seeds of the future exist in the present. The seeds of the present existed in the past. No thing or event is arbitrary, separate, disconnected, independent. We are all parts of a cosmic whole, taking part in one cosmic event. Can you imagine a single thing or event without precedent cause? Can you imagine a cosmic law being broken? The parts are conditioned by the whole. This is not fate, but law, order, and sequence. End of lesson.